Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to Huntington, West Virginia, Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home of the Marshall Thundering Herd. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Ohio Bobcats, taking on the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Marshall Thundering Herd will go on offense first to start this game. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire, and you're right. Those are the games that make college football special.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Creates a little space. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here comes the option. Running into the open space. Turning it on. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Wants to throw on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And right away early in this game, first drive, you're seeing the big storyline here. It's this quarterback's speed versus the defense and who's going to win the day. And I love the tone the defense is setting here. They knew coming in they were going to have to find a way to corral this guy, and they're able to get home early, really creating some momentum on their side.
Rushes on him. Quarterback now breaking the field. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a 3rd and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on 3rd down.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Off play action on first down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Trying to take it back. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. Great place to start for this offense. They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Back to pass. It's in goal. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Bobcats! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. No better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Quick toss. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The option look. He'll toss it. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. The sure hands, it's Turner. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
A really nice job by the quarterback putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
He'll pitch it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They're willing to gamble. Let's see if it pays off. 4th and short from the 42. Goes to the option. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive.
And that's just how they drew it up. Nice job by the QB. Listen, 4th and short, this is a tough situation. You want to keep it as a quarterback. He makes the right read. They stick their foot in the ground, and they get the 1st down. Not by much, but they get a new set of downs.
You can't do that. An illegal forward pass will cost the offense 5 yards. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive.
Let's go!
Now on the option. He'll toss it. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Marshall now lines up trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
And David, this is where I think you could have excelled. You're a great defensive end. There's other positions you could have played. Fullback, I know, being one of them. How about that guy there picking up the 1st?
That's a nice job. Don't make this hard. Don't make it overly complex. We've seen the big fellas block all the time. Give him a bone, reward him. Now he'll block harder and he'll block longer in the future.
Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Marshall!
split-second decision by that quarterback. He sees those defender commit. Boom. Hits the ball. Not only hits the ball, on target. So now the running back can catch it. He didn't have to reach behind him. He didn't have to reach in front of him. Caught it. He did the rest. Turned on the Jets. Got to the house.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Back to throw. It's in goal. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Backed up now, here's second and long. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Bobcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. A little release to the back. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's fourth down. The Bobcats will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll run the option. The pitch. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Hurd! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
They called the option because there's so many options on the play. There's so many things they can do. The defense did a good job taking away the quarterback, but, man, they lost track of the running back. Great blocking. Running back takes it all away for a huge touchdown.
We've reached the break, and Marshall is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Makes the grab, it's Platt. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Bobcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw, it's in goal. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. On the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Marshall quick to the line.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Handoff to the lone back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Bobcats will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And he left that one short, trying to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Fullback's got it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. Creates a little room. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. On the option. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll ride his man on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes the option. And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. Bounced right back to them.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Takes a shot as he throws it. a chance, incomplete.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look.
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. To the air, it's in goal. Here's the pressure. Turns it loose. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Bobcats come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. They kick it away on fourth down. He'll take it on the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
The option look. Now the pitch. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. This offense is aggressive on fourth down. 2 for 3 so far today, and they're still on the field. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. Fourth and long. I thought he just pumped that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the...
There he goes. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. A first down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Gets away. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. It's third and goal, and a long way from the end zone. Dropping back, it's in goal. Pressure coming. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And there just has not been a lot to write home about this year for this football team. Offensively, defensively, or even on special teams. Just not a lot of bright spots this season.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires it down the seam. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see.
He's got it down the left side. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Marshall quick to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Hawkins. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the right. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. That's reeled in. It's flat. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. To the air. It's in goal. Under fire. Slides away. Unloads to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. The Bobcats will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering herd offense coming out. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got
just too much of a rush. And goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Yeah, in 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time...
Makes the grab, past the marker. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Here comes the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to throw again. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
This defense is a very well-coached unit, and they're very, very active, and they're very aware of what's going on. Everybody on defense there knew where the quarterback wanted to go with it. Everyone trying to get their hands in the air to swat it down.
Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. They try to get it outside on the left. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a 1st down for Marshall. Sticks it in his belly. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Now on the option. Now the pitch.
Great play by the defense there. Listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat them.
It's complete on the right side. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? No special teams unit headed to the field again. They'll go for it for a 7th time. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Looking downfield, it's in goal. Bringing the heat. And down he goes back at the 3. And the Bobcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Oh, that's going to be a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. He's now up to 95 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Sends it back in motion. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Marshall quick to the line. They'll run the option. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. On the option. He'll pitch it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching it that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the 1st down.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Still on his feet. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. Motion from the back. On the option. Quick toss. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. On the option. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Looking for a man. It's end goal. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Hit as he throws. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you're seeing pressure on this quarterback over and over again. They've already been able to get to him a few times, and that's a big reason why this defense right now, they've got a big lead on the scoreboard.
Leaves it with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And just a spectacular punt. He'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. Marshall, in the shadow of its own goal post, will try to get some operating room on 1st down. He'll ride his man on the option, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Here comes the option. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line. Marshall now lines up trying to convert on 3rd and short. The give to the fullback. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Quick tempo here for the offense.
Really good job running the ball, getting that 1st down. Now here comes the tempo.
Keeps looking downfield. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Marshall quick to the line.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the ground, it's Allen. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This should be the last play of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's short. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
Marshall will be forced to punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. Now facing a third and long. To the air. It's in goal. Throws to the wideout. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, looking for the completion. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Marshall! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Bobcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
It's another safety. Can you believe this? Second of the game.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Picks up the first down. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the chains for this offense. The option look. He'll toss it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read and
breaks into the open. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Marshall quick to the line.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't.
For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Dropping back, it's in goal. He lofts one down the sideline. And he grabs it at the 15. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it on the move. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bobcats.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got...
He's going for it all. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing that.
He's going to fire deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on third down. He'll pitch it. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. They'll send the back in motion. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Herd. And the stomping has commenced. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. scanning the field. It's in goal. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. The throw. This time he's got it. Turning it on. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Going for it all. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they'll get him on the ground at the 3-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio!
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it and make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Now on the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. And the offense falls on the ball, but they'll still have to give it up. They're short of the first down. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Give to the fullback. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. No huddle, offense to the line.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball, and like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
Marshall quick to the line. Run it with the fullback. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Offense gets set for second down. They'll run the option. Now the toss. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. They'll run the option. The pitch. Next going for the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Try to barge their way in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to power it in. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! And the route is on. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Looking downfield, it's in goal. That's caught. It's Smith. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Platt. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He doesn't...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win, on to next week.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Got it in the middle. It's Hawkins. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's short. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.